Paradigm 3, week 5, two of my favorite numbers. And again, the paradigm is I will acknowledge that every experience and behavior has a positive intention, because it does. And this week, as we wrap up the month, I want to talk a little bit about perception. As I mentioned last week, I finished the book Inside Out Revolution. And the thing that stuck with me, or that was most prevalent, hitting me in the forehead, was the understanding or realization that we have two different perceptions of reality: objective and subjective. And so the objective is the way in which we are experiencing the world. What we're seeing is really happening. It's the world as is. That's what we want to be definitely experiencing. The subjective is the interpretation of reality. It's when you're experiencing the world through the filtration of your thoughts. That's not too cool, because that can be a dangerous place. Say you're having a shit week, or you're having a rough patch in a relationship, or you're just not able to really, you're sleep deprived, or the food you're putting in your body is not really agreeing with you. There's all sorts of stuff that can be coming up that our thoughts and our experience of life can really change up our reality for what the world really is at that given time, right? And so in doing so, I want to allow you to check in and ask yourself, or maybe step back to see, where in life is my reality or my perception of reality a little skewed based on the way in which I'm being. And this is being brought up because I was assigned from my coach, Pat, in the last week, to make a list of the things I be. So what do I be, and what do I do? And then when I was done doing that, she asked me, okay, well, in the things that you be, what do you do? And then in the actions that you do, who do you be? And this was really, really eye-opening and bittersweet to understand that, there's a really, really distinct difference, and we should not be focused on what we need to be doing, because doing is coming from a subconscious, surface level, and it's not, it's a disconnected standpoint of life. But when we are being, we're coming from a conscious way of life. We are connected, we are grounded, we're more purposeful, right? It's not about doing, but who are you being through your actions, and how are you allowing the world to be experienced for what it really is? And so that's where this whole perception and the what your reality really is versus the midst of your thoughts, and how they could maybe skewing your reality. And sometimes it's a frustrating process or a bittersweet process, and that's why the positive intention gets to be tied to it. And it's an opportunity to just step back and know that when you realize things about yourself, or when you have an aha or an occurrence in your life that puts you on your ass, it's not always there to teach you a lesson or to defeat you. Sometimes it's just there so it can, the world, the universe can be, reassure you that for what's next is going to be able to occur, so it has some space. So that's what I got around the perceptions of reality. Another thing that really stuck with me was the question of how much influence do we actually have on our life? We don't have that much. And the reason is because you're not the pilot on this mission. You're the plane.